AKA's mother, Lynn Forbes, breaks her silence in the murder case. Gauteng promises service delivery after G20, but consumers aren't buying it. And 6 Boks named in the World Rugby's 2025 Dream Team. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
The mother of rapper Kiernan, aka Forbes, Lynn Forbes, has poured her heart out to prosecutors handling the murders of her son and his friend Thibela Motswane. It's her first time in court since the arrests. 2 of the accused, brothers Siyabonga and Malusi Ndimande, are back in the Durban Magistrates Court. They were extradited from Eswatini last week. Their lawyer, Advocate Simpiwe Mlotshwa, plans to request full documentation on their extradition, which has pushed the case to January.
The 2 accused made their second appearance in the Durban Magistrates Court today, following their successful extradition to South Africa 2 weeks ago. They face several charges, including murder, attempted murder, unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition, as well as money laundering and related charges. The case was postponed to 9th January 2026 for the defense to make a formal request to the state regarding certain information.
Is Vusimuzi Kat Matlala using Stalingrad tactics? The attempted murder accused is now trying to postpone his appearance before Parliament's ad hoc committee on police corruption. His lawyers say he's not ready to testify and want more time to prepare. They argue his detention in CMAX has harmed his health and mental capacity. They've warned that if they don't receive a written undertaking from committee chair Soviet Lekhanyane, they'll go to court immediately. Committee members have already accused Matlala of deliberately delaying the process. Former Road Accident Fund CEO Collins Letswalo has ducked Parliament again. He was due this morning to answer questions about financial mismanagement. He's now been summoned twice, but a court sheriff hasn't been able to find him at any listed address. MPs gave him one last chance for him to show.
In an SMS to the committee's legal advisor, Fatima Ibrahim, Collins Letswalo appeals to her to stop harassing him and to desist from creating the impression that he's gone into hiding. The committee has set aside 2 days to hear his testimony following 7 weeks of evidence by former and current employees related to the management of the Road Accident Fund's financial affairs under Letswalo's tenure, which ended in August. Today's SCOPA chairperson Zongezo Zibi says it can't be presumed that Letswalo has received the first summons at a place of residence, nor that he's seen the second one posted to Parliament's digital platforms.
When there was an attempt to serve it, he wasn't there. We can't therefore make the assumption here that it's his fault that he wasn't there. He's received the summons and then, you know what I mean? So that is why we have to be here in order to wait for him nonetheless.
The DA's Patrick Atkinson and Action SA's Alan Beasley say if he does not pitch later today, the committee must lay a criminal complaint against him. The meeting has adjourned for now. Lindsay Dentlinger, Eyewitness News, Parliament.
A stern warning has gone out to anyone impersonating Commission Chair Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga. Fake messages have been circulating with the sender pretending to be Madlanga. 2 cell phone numbers are now under investigation.
The impersonator have threatened attorneys involved in litigation if they did not adopt the course proposed by them. They've sought to force organs of state to act against their own interest. They've attempted to extort money from individuals, public office bearers, or organs of state. And they've also requested to be given money, and they've solicited bribes.
After a week of spotless streets and magically repaired potholes, the Gauteng government now insists the good times won't end. It says service delivery momentum will continue after the G20 summit. In the days before the summit, municipalities intensified cleaning, fixed holes and replaced dead streetlights. And law enforcement flooded the streets. Critics say this only happened because world leaders were watching.
When we defeated load shedding just prior to elections, we're told that we defeated load shedding because there were elections. And now we're beyond elections. Load shedding is still not there. But people didn't believe that. Even now, we are told that we are putting a lipstick on a pig purely because of G20. We want to commit that we are going to go beyond G20.
South Africa's courts are still battling to deliver reserved judgments on time. Chief Justice Mandisa Maya released the latest judicial report today. Only 6 of the 26 superior courts met the target of delivering 70% of reserved judgments within 3 months.
The national target for the reduction of criminal backlogs and finalization of criminal matters at the High Courts was not met. The reported reasons, well, some of the reported reasons for this being that cases involved multiple accused, the trials were lengthy, the matters were complex.
The Constitutional Court performed the worst, delivering just 13% of its reserved judgments on time. That's up from 8% the year before. Meyer says the court is dealing with increasingly complex, high-profile cases. Western Cape traffic officials say drunk driving is spiking ahead of the festive season. 24 motorists were arrested this past week with more than 9,000 fines issued at roadblocks.
The high number of drunk driving arrests is deeply concerning. Even small amounts of alcohol can impair judgment and slow reaction times. Our officers will continue to take firm action against anyone who chooses to endanger others by driving under the influence.
Sobering news on the roads and a big shift at the Waterfront. The Oranjezicht City Farm Market is on the move. From the 6th of December, the market shifts to a new custom-built timber barn at the V&A Waterfront. The relocation comes as the Waterfront begins a major 20 billion rand redevelopment of the area. Amnesty International says Sudan's Rapid Support Forces committed war crimes in El Fasher and claims the United Arab Emirates helped enable the atrocities. The RSF seized the last major city in Darfur, still outside its control, in October. Amnesty says survivors reported executions, rape and widespread attacks on civilians. In the UK, the trial begins today for Paul Doyle. He's accused of driving into crowds during Liverpool's victory parade in May. Police say he deliberately followed an ambulance onto a closed street, trapping 4 people, including a child, under his vehicle. 6 Springboks have made World Rugby's 2025 Dream Team. Malcolm Marx, Ox Nche and Thomas du Toit form a full Bok front row, with Peter Steff, du Toit also in the pack. Cheslin Colby and Sasha Feinberg Ngomezulu are the 2 South Africans in the back line. And we'll all be watching. Don't forget to download the EWN app.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.